How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando. Psy-Freak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Sab's Commando. Deadeye. Command Psy-Freak. Psy-Freak chosen. Sounds good. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of your key.
Allow me to introduce myself.
So glad you realize who
You can't
because you can't deny what...
But remember, this is just the beginning of the end. Eventually.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they show under distress. Bonds that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Dead. On a leash. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. kind of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Vault in. Well placed. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been There's no doubt. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past. It was after the attack that the Unity fell apart. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes... Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. Yours. He understands why you came. The potato people, or Nono, are... Magic? He claims it... The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over... You must You've found one. The Nono's key energy is just what the pencil... You'll need a net to catch the Nono. One day, he... One day, the land... He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma... That's not true. She's the reason that... He lost you there for a while. But no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it... Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his Octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the world. The road ahead won't be easy. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. It's a bridge. Just get over it. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light?
Not as much as it hurts to look at...
Always making this personal.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important.
Tamuk Gabamuktab.
Out of...
Tamuk Gabamuktab.
The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act.
Tamuk Gabamuktab.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs... He believes the tribe Sifu's Myriad. Out of Date will be waiting... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. Gigawatts. You've used up all your key energy. You learn faster now. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. He let you in, but thinks you should be patient when it comes to the Sifu.
La fanen aginkan man. Karatna fal hutut mustugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side? The wasteland you came from? He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. There were 6 of them, but Myriad wants unity between the tribes. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. He was hoping you'd join them. The Sifu was waiting for... Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Kohohotinna.
You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks.
Derigenkin alat back.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival.
Kampuf.
Once you've dealt,
Waremba.
seeing you,
Yella wala click click.
he remembers your kind and unselfish soul and consent.
Yella one thing.
Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life.
Tatama upepe yuptoene.
Says you should join the fun and start.
Luiga uyupe.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially. They fall further. No hope of that with as little energy as you have. Grace under pressure. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing. He understands Wang Fu. He thinks you should really know how to swim. Why not? There's no better time to... He says that wasn't too bad. At least you learned that you'll... But you need practice. Lots of practice. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't... You should know. Practice make... She'll see you at the village square. She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to you. You should look for... He wonders what usefulness you found. He says whatever it is, it should... He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He's looking forward to seeing... It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. You'll continue to build on the basics. She wants you to grow up and... She won't live forever, you know that.
Tropalo.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs... They look determined. Better watch out.
Epasi.
He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going.
Amawana.
He says
Ea etetifaga. A funky donkey dani.
he wants...
Mukumana vaberieki vakatani.
You'll have to... She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Minä lagi mamuru.
She's there for all disciples.
Pala.
The most important thing is that you...
Arialoche nui mumera.
It's time to focus on... Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to... He suggests... He's curious to see what you found. He says... The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Pialtuma.
Your Muma says it's about time.
Tukunda.
Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be.
Pialtuma.
She said...
Kalino?
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Kalino?
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Vasen och kasaman varut.
Been working on a...
Antoro.
You... Catchy.
Beri?
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this.
Apli tonumuta.
A
Inadab sunka?
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to you.
Sanna jote.
Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion.
Apli tonumuta.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Amun.
Everything ends. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Luca Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Antoro.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Kialdo male kanarutum.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Mustiki nuhka?
Whatever happens, here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Your energy is empty. Half-life. They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. Not really. It's west of Bricktown. You can spot Gizmo's chug yard from the hill it resides on.
Ne juhedu payu.
Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still... Look, an emergency box from the old... Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Not going to happen with your key energy level. You can last longer. That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made, well, small. There must... Even forests don't last forever. You found the whereabouts. The deepest, darkest forest in the land. Sometimes hard to see for all the trees. Even here, the night still ends. That's a Jagni tribe outpost. Yuck! Biohazard. Sickening. Let's see. Says it's time to set the outpost free. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. That hit the spot, wrecked it. That twirly wheel works that drain pipe. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Everything's clocking together. Don't just rattle those keys. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. They never lost hope you'd come, but won't hesitate to carve... A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger. Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it, then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though. It's complicated. Give it another try. Kaboom! You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. Hope's out of date says he's He had a feeling you... Your negative outlook on life. But... That doesn't sound good. Out of date's forebodings are justified. The jumbo puff needs to be taken care of. Gizmo is working on making his Mekton strong enough to endure the oxygen-deprived dead zone all the way out to the World Eater. You should get over there and see what you can do to help. It's awful bright out today.